Hello, this is Chris Dune Pastras. So me and Spike came up with the title. I don't really even know. I think I just said Two World Industries Men, and then we drew it out with a crayon. And so I think we were rushed to turn pro. I believe, and it was me and Randy Colvin, and we went out and made a video in like 2 weeks. These are all just random people we asked if they knew who Dune or Randy was, knowing very well they would have no idea who we were because we thought it would be funny. But that guy, obviously we told him that to say he knew me, and he didn't. I'm wearing a wig for no real reason other than I thought, why not rock a red afro wig? That's at Rocco's. This is all filmed down in Huntington Beach. I was staying on Steve Roberts' couch, who was another world rider, who was really good at the time and amazing skateboarder. And yeah, this is Huntington Beach Post Office. Mark Gonzalez's ramp. It was Jason Lee's old ramp, but it was at Mark's yard now. And I was living there, and we'd skate it for an hour or two every day. And this is some footage. The thing is, I can't even do nollie tail grabs now, so that's my favorite thing about this part. This is Huntington High School. Ed Templeton shredded this place and made me look stupid when he showed up. We didn't have really good schoolyards in New Jersey, so I was just kind of blown away by these spots. This is another middle school or elementary school. That's Huntington High. Pop shove-its and nollies were kind of my tricks. And the banks downtown, Wilshire, some Wilshire. Back in Huntington. That was my first dune shape right there. And Mike had done the barnyard, but I made mine a little more rideable, I thought, because I couldn't ride the barnyard shape. And it was the popsicle shape for sure, but it was good. Little curb action. This is by Rocco's house. If it would have stayed curbs forever, I would have been the best skateboarder in the world. Yeah, I love that song, and it's funny because now I realize it's all about like drugs and prostitutes, but I had no idea at the time. This is right by World, the old Smith grind. Oh yeah. Rocking the wig, Gone shirt. Oh man, this spot was in Garden Grove. This was one of my favorite all-time skate spots on a rooftop. And me and Steve and Mike V used to skate there all the time. I'm rocking the Henry Rollins Search and Destroy, heavily influenced by the V. Nollie 360, something I probably haven't done since. I did a lot of nollies, so many that Mark used to call me Nollie to bug me. But looking back, I had never really seen anybody do a lot of those nollie tricks. Like I was doing nollie 50-50s and nollie grabs and whatever, so I'm pretty stoked on that. One of my few claim to fame, one of the first people to bust out the nollies. The old Caballero. I think Spike was trying to get me to fucking tap dance, and I was really not in the mood, so there you go. Randy's part. We were all really close friends back then, skating together all the time, in Huntington mostly. Staying at Steve's house. It's a very special time because the team was really tight. Got to hang out with Ron Chapman, and the only one we weren't super close to was Jeremy Klein, but we all looked up to him, of course. Randy could go big, and Randy was basically an all-around destroyer. He pushed Mongo for the record, which was also pretty awesome. Yeah, Randy lived in Arizona, so he just came out for like a week, I think, and there was his part. Probably one of the best all-around skateboarders I've been around, for sure. I mean, back then it was like Randy had like Gonz-like ability. It was pretty awesome. Nose bonk, the first one I've ever seen. Almost anything was new back then, because there really hadn't been many street skating videos, just the super high production PAL videos. So World was one of the first companies to do this, if not the first. And then came H Street, which, took it to another level as far as filming, because they actually went filming. You know, this is like 5 sessions and you get a video. That was amazing to this day. Randy used to like to rock no shirt. One of the few people that could pull it off ever. That was amazing. He was amazing, man. I don't even know how to explain it. You had to kind of witness it. We skated together during this whole little thing, and that was the really cool thing about that time. It was like me, Randy, Steve Roberts, and then the older guys were like Gons and Jason, and you know, just getting to skate with, I know that ollie method was out of hand. Getting to skate with those guys, and you know, World was just this little underground thing. But it was ahead of its time in that all the riders were street skaters, you know? So it was such a cool time because it was just us goofing around. I'm in the background, and watch me slam in the background, trying to follow in Colvin's footsteps here. Backside of Holly, that was insane. It was like a wall. See me go down? Board in the water. Big spin pivot. Awesome. Yeah, I was like, dude, Randy, what? I couldn't even believe it. I just felt like I couldn't even hang with Randy at this time. He was so good. I was basically a little kid from Jersey who just felt like he had won the lottery. Coming out to California, got sponsored by World, and then next thing you know, they wanted me and Randy to turn pro. We did this video, and they were phasing out Hartzell at the time a little bit. Not phasing him out, but I think he wanted to leave. I think he was like moving to Hawaii or something. And then Mike V was leaving. So all of a sudden me and Randy got a shot. And there you have it.